Yeah, best and fairest nights are always pretty special nights because it's really the full stop on one season, get a bit of a break for the players and the staff, and then get ready for the next season. But it's pretty special. I think we perhaps take it for granted here in this country, community clubs, particularly football clubs, but right around the country, these beautiful organisations and that was a beautiful thing about the Life members. We had Julie, who was a board member, Walshy, who was an administrator, we had Patch, who was a player and a coach, and we had Jan Fox, who was everything for our footy club. And it just goes to show that the beautiful thing about clubs right around this country, and we take it for granted, as I said, it's not common that these sort of clubs are everywhere in the world. Very, very special that we've got it in Australia, whether it's netball clubs, football clubs, cricket clubs, softball clubs. Very, very special, and anyone can participate, which is a great example of someone like a Janet Fox being awarded life membership of this footy club, and really she got that acknowledgement just because she got a great love for the footy club, and anyone else can be involved at 8 years of age in a football club, and you can still be involved at 80 years of age, which is pretty special and not seen right around the world. But the players usually get a fair amount of acknowledgement, particularly on nights like tonight, and their contribution, and rightly so, and they get acknowledged and celebrated with their performances on field. But this football club, and all football clubs, really about the people, as Lark's just so eloquently just spoke about just then, what it means to him to be involved in the footy club. I know we all chase silverware, and there's four or five clubs that are still in the hunt to chase this year's silverware, but it really is about the people and the journey that you have along the way. And if you can win some silverware whilst you're doing that, it just is icing on the cake, really. But it really is about the people. But we've got a little video that we want to show now that just acknowledges some of the people who are behind the scenes doing so much work. I'm sure on behalf of all the players, they'd acknowledge all these people that are going to be on the screen in a moment. It's a song by a guy called Jackson Brown. It comes from about the 70s or the 80s, so I'm showing my age here. It talks about his road gang. It's a song called The Loadout. It talks about all those people behind the scenes that do the work that allow him to get on the stage and play his instrument and sing his song. So let's acknowledge some of the people that are the road gang for our players here at the North Melbourne Footy Club.
Now the seats are all empty. Let the roadies take the stage, pack it up and tear it down. They're the first to come and the last to leave, working for that minimum wage. They'll set it up in another town. Tonight the people were so fine, they waited there in line, and when they got up on their feet, they made the show. Roll them cases out and lift them amps, and haul them trusses down and get them up them ramps. 'Cause when it comes to moving me, you know you guys are the champs. But when that last guitar's been packed away, you know that I still wanna play. So just make sure you got it all set to go before you come from my piano. But the band's on the bus and they're waiting to go. We gotta drive all night and do the show in Chicago or Detroit, I don't know. We do so stay just a little bit longer? We wanna play just a little bit longer. The promoter don't mind. If we take a little time and we leave it all behind and sing one more song. Oh, won't you stay just a little bit longer? Please, please.
Pretty special place to be around a footy club, and know there's a challenge for our players and for our coaches, our staff. It does make it a hell of a lot easier if you're winning games of footy, and we're hoping to get it a little bit better again next year. I think for the playing group in particular, and there's usually an evolution of a side as you explore your personnel and your method and how you can actually seriously challenge. And I think towards the end of the year in particular, we just saw some signs, only a very small snapshot of it. We just saw some signs of what perhaps might be our DNA moving forward. When it's probably exemplified by Big X, who has 30 tackles in 2 weeks in the Richmond and the Adelaide games. That tough, hard, LDU was at his best in those 2 games as well. Georgie Wardlaw, Jai Simpkin, just tough, hard, real competitors. So the DNA to play really, really tough, hard footy. And what also happened in those 2 games is we did it without perhaps 2 of our more prominent goal kickers for the year in Nick Larkey and Cam Zerha. We still managed to kick 35 goals in those 2 games. So moving forward, want to play tough, hard footy, and we want to kick some goals. So we're working on that over the summer. Boys deserve a break. What we can never question is the commitment that they give to their footy club and to their mates, like Lark spoke about. Let's work hard over the summer, have a rest for a start, renew your energy, and let's get cracking for season 2026. Thank you.